At the title credentials of the top three who've all got big games in store. We take a conversation about the fact that Antonio Rudiger starts today, but the key position as for Newcastle is their last clean sheet this season was against Morecambe. How are they going to keep it clean?
But exciting times, aren't they, for Chelsea at the moment? They're scoring goals. They're starting to play at Southampton. Top scorer Callum Wilson isn't risked after a hamstring injury. So Antonio Rudiger gets his first Premier League game of the season.
For Thiago Silva, look well settled, don't they? It'll be interesting to see how these two...
The first 8 games of the season have been a tale of the unexpected. Newcastle taking it quickly, but it's Mason Mount back in defensive duty to clear. Fence. It's Lewis that swings the free kick in. Steered away for the first corner by Ben Chilwell. Longstaff with the delivery this time. Mendy got a hand to it. Playing on the left ordinarily this season. Miles forward than that, but this time they have found Werner. The angle is tight. And Cardalo got a good strong touch to it to flick it around the post for a corner.
Well, that's encouraging for Chelsea because getting behind this Newcastle side is not...
Kovacic who can supply the delivery, but a little bit too much. Mason Mount takes Chelsea's first corner. It's Reece James through a crowd. Work forward here for Abraham. And Kovacic can't hit the target.
Yeah, look, the end of that wasn't great, but...
Ziyech, again getting it onto his left foot. Beautiful shape on the delivery. Great header from Abraham. Fine save. Outstanding football all round.
Not easy to stop that either. And we've already seen this season that Ziyech...
Given away by Manquillo. In he comes from Mount across the face of goal and in. It's Ben Chilwell that wheels away, but it may well be a Newcastle United player that got the last touch to steer it over the line.
Yeah, was there a push? I think that's what Fernandes is claiming, that Chilwell might have just pushed him into the ball. At times, but he just didn't sort himself out, did he? If he actually plays it with his right foot, he probably knocks it out for another corner. Newcastle have reverted the type really and gone back into their defensive.
At Leicester, but they need to react again today. Newcastle struggling yet to get going. And Chelsea breaking forward with real pace and intent. The angle's tight. Abraham waiting, just couldn't get the touch.
Well, I think initially Werner wanted to fire one at goal himself, but I think in the end he decided to take it on his left side.
Liverpool have beaten them so far.
Him to get Newcastle up this side.
James with...
Of course, the pitch. And I was just in awe of his athleticism last season. Excellent, really, in everything they've tried to do.
Here's James. Good ball in. Werner unable to get the touch. Back it will come from Chilwell via a deflection. Lewis electing to... This is better from Newcastle United as Murphy tries to maraud forward. And he is the player that's been... Abraham. Beaten to it by Lascelles, who then buys the free kick. Newcastle have to make the most of this kind of rare opportunity. Joe Linton. Well, decidedly optimistic.
Well, I like the thought.
Here's James. Flipped in too high for one back by Kovacic. Abraham. Here's Timo Werner. He's put it wide. Could and should have been Chelsea's second, and by his high standards for Murphy. Lewis with a high ball. Chilwell. Man trying to chop it onto his right foot to work the angle. Sets up Lewis instead. James from distance. Kante for Kovacic. Lewis forward in support for him. Saint-Maximin goes alone onto his right foot and the deflection spins it wide. Excellent defending from Rudiger. Make sure it's nothing more than a corner.
Brilliant from Rudiger to stay with.
Chelsea playing on. Whistling one in from distance from Ziyech. Ziyech fouled. And arguing with the assistant referee Ian Hussin for a moment. Kovacic, and sliding challenge comes in, and free kick given against Hayden. And it will be a yellow card for it. It is Ziyech to take it, floating it in, and Lewis standing up the cross. Murphy trying to keep it alive, but first half, but again the move breaks down very cheaply. Mason Mount caught, and a yellow card for Murphy. Sells back on again. Unable to shepherd the ball back. Will they be able to show a little bit more attacking intent and get possession? And it would go some way towards ruining what he achieved in 13 years as a Chelsea player. Real sharpness and poke. Oh, Werner is in after the mistake. It's Timo Werner rolling it square when perhaps he could have taken responsibility himself. Another let off him. So, it is Zuma, and it's wide.
Oh, it's a great lead again, and he has that in him. I mean, he's scored a couple of towering headers already this season.
Kante pushing forward. Ziyech again onto his left foot, and well claimed. Jolinton turning around the corner, it might break yet for Hayden! What a miss! Well, he was the hero at that end of the ground in this fixture last season. Might not have counted anyway. Really pressing the ball or doing anything at all.
Yeah.
Really frustrated him. This again with St Maximin. It's Jolinton! Off target.
But there's urgency and purpose about what Newcastle are doing now, and I'm sure Steve Bruce has actually gone amongst them at half-time.
The start that they've had to the season, worth bearing in mind. If Newcastle were to win this, it would only be a point behind Chelsea in the table. Tammy Abraham able to bring the ball forward with options to his right if he needs them, and Newcastle get forward, beating them all. Still Timo Werner goes, sets up Tammy Abraham. It is a brilliant second goal, scored by Tammy Abraham, but made by the vision and industry of Timo Werner. They have daylight at last.
Just when Newcastle are about to make a substitution and get Almiron on the pitch. And Chelsea have